Hello, friends. Good evening, and hope your weekend has treated you well. Hopefully, the Z1R Weekly is going to treat these runners well. And if it doesn't, well, August, it'll probably be entertaining for us.
Absolutely. And we have the perfect person to blame, one of our featured runners.
TG's not here.
No. Town. Champion's choice and all?
You said perfect person to blame.
Oh, second best. You gotta get what you get.
I'll accept that for this evening. So, Scytown was our winner last week, and he took us from just first quest dungeons to adding mixed into the fold. So, a little bit more variety on those dungeons.
Yep. And just as a reminder, we are have a vanilla white sword, a vanilla coast heart, normal hit points for enemies and bosses.
We will see them going soon, and looks like Random is bringing the Princess Zelda to save the day. Scytown sticking with the default of Link.
And vanilla start in money.
That is a nice small secret, rolling up to 14.
Yeah, let's see. We got some vanilla enemies, not in their vanilla places on the overworld here. But more money.
26, 2 out of 3 have rolled up, so now we'll probably get a very dinky large secret.
Interesting that the medium rolled down the same amount that the small rolled up.
Medicine shop. Good to have one of those near start. You may want to purchase one later.
Yeah,
Early on. Near start or near 9.
Yeah, early on, just going through these open caves here in the southwest.
This is a very spider infested overworld so far.
I don't like spiders.
No one does. Well, you like what spiders do when they're nowhere near you, but no one likes spiders, really.
There you go.
Alright, so Armos item's not going to be up at the blue ring location, and Random's going to screen scroll over to 3 and see what we get.
Some vanilla speedrun strats going in there.
A little surprised with the up A, just because why not keep going west and get to the northeast? I mean, you'd prefer to do that with bombs, but as far as open cave shopping, that's the closest you're going to get to that until you have bombs.
Yeah, looks like maybe prioritizing the Armos spots over here on the east side of Hyrule.
It's a tempting target, especially when you've already ruled out one of the Armos locations. And then if it's not there, you know where it is.
Oh, and just 9 rupees off of a candle there for Scytown.
I always like when you can buy it, then you can save that extra heart. You know what they say?
Gotta have heart?
That will be it. Hey, we got level 1 for random effect.
And a bunch of locked doors. I'm gonna just pirouette those open real quick. Oh, plus 50. Nice gambling. I think I know where Sadtown's gonna go with that fresh 50.
There's certain logic to it as we find out the Armos item is the wand.
Ooh, very nice. I have a feeling Random's gonna go into level 1 with that wand and do some digging.
Probably. That's a couple of really nice finds.
Oh, he's actually using those blue moblins to get some bombs, too.
That's a very good call going into 1. Because, of course, there's going to be more adjacent bomb walls, so it's a bad place to be without any bombs. And that's pretty vanilla. Wood boomerang on the floor in level 1. Guarded by orange moblins.
And Scytown gets a lucky drop, killing his first blue enemy. Is that a
Oh,
bow?
that is a bow. Are we on vanilla items? Dungeon items? Did I miss that? Or is this just happening?
I think it's just happening.
Okay. Well, I guess we know we got the wand from the Armos. That's just level 1 happened to do that. Okay. The wand confirms nothing went horrendously wrong.
But very impressive on the randomizer.
So again, the Armos item was the wand. We were able to purchase a blue candle, though. That was handy. So is that Triforce in level 1. Random is not going to keep digging for the hearts.
Yeah, 2 items, and he's out of there.
Yeah, no reason to potentially spend keys on just trying to get a heart for hopefully a white sword.
And Scytown finding level 6 down here on the coast, but just a candle and 3 hearts, he's gonna come back for another trip.
Level 6 isn't a great place to be, but much less when you don't have a sword.
And now with at least a few bombs in their pocket, they're doing a bit more exploration. Random over here on vanilla level 6. Oh, nice bombs. 2 rupees for a pack 4.
So big thanks to our tracker Alzoa, who is doing the best he can, but some technical glitches behind the scenes. Hopefully, we'll be alright tonight. Show love to Alzoa anyways.
And shout out to our first take any cave here in the graveyard.
Graveyard?
I thought he was in the graveyard.
Forest.
I must have been looking to Random Effect, who just up nade.
Yeah, that was a vanilla level 8 location. And again, because Scytown purchased that candle early, he's able to take a heart, which puts you a little bit closer to the white sword item.
Yep, that will be our vanilla white sword. Finding some takenies, though. That's a nice spot.
Now, Random Effect is in level 6 with a wand, and this looks like it's going to be a good enemy set to have the wand with.
And can't blame him here. Level 6 has our vanilla wand. So it makes sense. You have the wand, why not dig out level 6?
Oh, Wizrobes, Wizrobes, Wizrobes. Never mind. Forget everything I just said.
Yeah, that's one reason.
To answer a question on chat, I assume Take a Ride on the Reading is a Monopoly reference because it is Reading Railroad.
Those crazy Pennsylvanians.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard it on the radio one time, actually pronounced correctly. You know what? It was a sporting event, and someone was talking about it, so I assume it was a NASCAR race in Pocono because that would make sense. And they drove by it with someone who was from Pennsylvania and said, "Oh, hey, it's Reading Railroad like Monopoly." And the person corrects them that it's Reading, and apparently I have messed with the minds of several people in chat who have never heard it pronounced before.
Yeah, good old Reading, Pennsylvania.
With that said, we also find out that bombs are cheap.
Yep, bust those 50-cent pieces out.
And Random Effect not doing well with the firing squad there.
No, just 65 rupees for a key there. Not a bad place to jot down for some notes.
Yeah, I feel like you want to save 100 rupees and not just blow them on a key, but never bad knowledge to know where you could get a key if you had to.
More importantly, a cheap key.
And level 9! Also important to know where that is in the long run.
Yeah, it's not easy to get up there either, speaking of long runs.
Leave one alive, as random effect makes
Yeah,
a candle purchase.
good point.
Yeah, that's my advice on that, although Sightdown without a sword, not really an option. But on a screen like that, where you're going to have to travel it, and it's going to be a pain, leave one of the enemies alive so that the rest don't respawn. Respawn, whatever I'm trying to say. Level 4 is located for random effect.
Yeah, both runners now with the candle.
Ooh, that... Well, okay, random's not going to do it, but that was farmable.
Yeah, one room away from the start, and Saiton picks up his wooden sword. Vanilla 5.
At a level 5 location, that's a place for the sword to hide.
Is the white sword right next door?
Random's found the Triforce in 4 and just gonna grab it. That would now be 5 hearts for Sightdown.
And there's the up and A. Let's see where he takes off from here.
Got a few bombs you could explore with, but probably not a high priority.
And I do believe that is a first quest level 4 that Random found. Chevy blocked. So we need a ladder.
Random Effect really, really wants the letter. We're just as willing to take it either way. So Sightdown with that sword may consider going back into one of the existing levels, but there's a lot of burn bushes that you can hit with this candle, and it makes a certain amount of sense to go around and look for stuff like level 3.
Now let's see if he can't make any headway. He is 2 Triforce pieces behind at the moment.
We have found 4 of our 9 levels so far. What a room to fight a whole bunch of Dark Nuts in. Well, if you're gonna cheat and block clip, that's a different story.
Thankfully, it will not disqualify him.
Quick compass. Nothing to turn your nose up at. Oh, now this is a nice room for Dark Nuts.
Yeah, use that little row of blocks as your shield. The Dark Nuts have one.
I always say the best room you can ever fight Dark Nuts in is a 2-block room. Because it gives them something that forces them to turn.
Yeah.
This should be our item. And Sightdown kills everything for the key. I'm just a little surprised you did that because the shutter doors are going to shutter again.
That's another vanilla item. I mean, we know the wand isn't in 6, but...
It's just funny how that works sometimes.
if it's the power bracelet, something's fishy.
Is it Snapper? Would you prefer a different fish for that joke?
If only there was a vanilla flavored fish.
Technically, you could use vanilla on a fish. I'm not sure exactly which one I would go for. I usually like to grill them with a little lemon pepper.
But Sighttown, with that 3, the Triforce out of level 3, making their way downtown.
Another candle shop, but you would need a bomb to get there. All right, raft spot number 1. What have we?
I'm making immediate
Level
use
7.
of it.
Raft is required tonight.
Place your bets. Will we find the red candle in level 7?
If I were a mod, that would be a prediction right now. Oh, wall masters in a turret room. Not that anything really goes nice in a turret room, but it's just kind of annoying.
Yeah, I cannot disagree. Oh,
Recorder required to kill that, but not sure yet if it will be required. Rupee boss. That's never a bad thing.
no, definitely not.
Little difficulties with the tracker. I've got notes off to the side, and I want to see what Sightdown does here first, and then I'll run through what we have so far. As random effect is going to locate the wood sword. I usually like to note what a runner does compared to another runner in the time that they have something that the other runner doesn't. And in this case, all Sightdown's been able to really accomplish in that time is getting Raft and the Triforce at a level 3. But Random had already picked up a couple of Triforces and the bow, having been able to get to the wand faster.
Yeah, I do think that Sighttown has seen, obviously, level 7 and 3 up on Random Effect. Won't take Random too long to get there, but has a little more exploration under his belt.
And a bomb upgrade, which of course is vanilla, so you get 4 for 100 and the free refill.
Very nice.
Alright, so what we have found out so far is that the bow is in level 1 along with the wood boomerang. We have the raft in level 3, and the Armos item was the wand.
Yeah, that is all the info that we have, but Random Effect has found level 3.
That raft we know is required because of the location of level 7. And Sightdown into 4. Random was here earlier, but just grabbed a quick Triforce and left. We'll see if Sightdown goes a digging and maybe finds a useful item. We do have 2 very nice runners up in here. Thanks for that great observation, chat. And if you'd like to see more Z1 fun and shenanigans, please feel free to follow these runners of Sightdown and Random Effect, as Random's gonna grab that raft. And Sightdown's gonna grab a Triforce. So they're now evened up in the Triforce count. Although probably not for long.
Yeah, will Sighttown go back in? No. What did what have those runners discovered about level 4 that we have not?
May just be they don't want to invest keys, especially when you don't have any.
Meanwhile, Sighttown making his way back down to 6. Bit healthier.
And Random Effect with another Triforce.
Wonder what the plan is here. He has no keys.
See if it drops in the room, why not? Oh, gonna be ladder blocked in this 3. Ladder or key blocked, but either way, we are blocked. So right now, we really don't have exploration of the Lost Woods area, the very southwest, the Grave, or Death Mountain. Those are
Uh,
really our big unknowns right now.
yeah, I do think Random took the taking down to the southwest and did bomb that lone spot down there. But otherwise, I think he nailed it.
Okay, I didn't see a check there, so.
Yeah,
Scytown's located level 2. This is a new level for us.
yeah, smack dab in the middle of Candle Row.
So this looks like it's a first quest level 2.
I imagine if one of the dungeons on the grid is a vanilla shape, it'd be kind of hard to make other shapes fit around that. Not impossible, obviously.
Well, did we confirm that on the other ones? But in any event.
Just a little bit of level 4 that we saw. I don't think we found any of the maps.
No, I was just saying this looks like Vanilla 2 based on where the compass was, and considering it was a big straight line, it's the red candles on the floor in level 2.
All right, crisis averted.
Always nice to have that first repeatable weapon. Yeah, Scytown knows this is first quest 2 and doesn't even bother with the map.
Yeah, I can't think of any other reason to do that. So I'm guessing we're dealing with first quest shapes for levels 1 through 6.
And there's the bomb upgrade for Random Effect, who has just enough to pick it up. And Triforce for Scytown. And moving on. So Scytown's made some quick progress with this Triforce count, now armed with that sword.
Yeah, not having the wand isn't slowing him down one bit.
Did that ask, can you smell what the cook is cooking?
I did not quite catch that message.
It was what the something is cooking, but I wasn't sure what the one word was.
Oh, it's probably not the rock.
No.
I think Paula Dean would be too many letters. Oh, but that's a nice large secret. 125.
Didn't expect it to be so nice with the other ones, but level 7 Triforce for Random Effect.
Saitan picking up some Coca-Cola.
What the Octorok is cooking. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you, chat.
In case you did not know, the Octorok are known for their delicacies.
Name one.
Oh, I'm not a student of Octorok cuisine, sorry.
Then they're not known for it.
Not by me.
But you're the one who said they're known for it. Never say anything you aren't prepared to be challenged on. There's the wand for Scytown.
That has found level 1, pirouetting some of these key doors open.
That's why I always say don't do math while I'm on Twitch so that people won't challenge my math if I don't do any. That and the fact I always get it wrong, because it betrays me. Scytown's gonna grab the bow. And leave the magic boomer, not magic boomerang, the wood boomerang behind.
It's magical to some people. Random is going to stumble into level 2, and these runners are going to be neck and neck.
Yeah, they really have largely the same stuff now. Except that Triforce out of 7. And the red candles... It's really not a difference, because you're going to use the wand in that spot anyways. If we didn't have the wand, it would be an advantage to Sighttown. But they're both going to use the wand.
Yeah, the only exception I can think of is some rooms that you might want to use your candle to damage boost to get through. Maybe some crazy blue land molas, and he's still only with 5-6 hearts. Those can be scary.
So we are getting the Death Mountain area explored now. Mentioned earlier, there was several slots up here we haven't seen yet because you need some bombs when you come up this way.
Yeah, a whole mess of them, and then +2.
And level 5's at level 9. It is kind of an interesting aside how many of these levels have been at a vanilla cave.
Yep, 9 at 2, the wood sword at 5.
Well, I said levels at level locations, so you have 9, 7, and 5 so far that meet that. So, it's interesting that Sighttown leaves so quickly without maybe looking for that ladder a little bit. And maybe here we go now.
Yeah, right back in. One extra open cave over to the left there. And random with the Triforce out of 2. So I think it's just level 8 that is left undiscovered.
I forgot to put down where level 4 was, apparently. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten a good picture of what 7 or 8 has.
Yeah, very little time spent in level 7. I'm surprised Random was able to dig that Triforce out.
Oh! In the staircase!
Too many blue dark nuts.
Those are the risks you take when you go for the block clip strats. Really, old man? Really?
I mean, is it gonna do anything for us but nerf our wand?
Well, it would light up these dark rooms.
Touche.
And if you're not familiar, one of the things Randomizer does is you wouldn't see these dark rooms unless it's a vanilla-shaped dungeon.
Oh yeah, I'd almost forgotten about that. Much nicer spawn pattern for those blue dark nuts, but just the transport staircase. This random effect is jumping in here.
Yeah, level 5, so it's gonna be segmented, as is tradition. Hey, we got art! Now we can pick up the white sword item if we can ever find it.
I think that was one of our first dungeon hearts. And unfortunately, can't really.
When Heart Shuffle is not on, it changes the routing drastically because they're just looking for the item rooms. And if you happen to stumble on the heart along the way, they'll take it, but they're not going to particularly dig for it. There's our ladder in level 5.
Alrighty. So that can swing them back into, I think level 6 was.
I'd go
lost.
check the coast because, well, no, that's going to
Vanilla.
be a coast heart. Yeah, probably not a huge priority to get the coast heart.
I think in terms of the overworld, it's the ladder is going to do a whole lot more in terms of world wrapping than it will be useful otherwise.
You could do the coast heart, then world wrap over and go up to the graveyard. Or go to the Lost Woods, because I still think we have several burn bushes there.
Yeah, I think you're right. But he is on a Triforce hunt. Back into 6.
Hard to argue with that. I mean, you do need 8 of them.
And this game. Random making really quick work of that 5.
Random has just torn it up in this one ever since getting that wand. Got several Triforces early, and just been non-stop since.
And there is our first map to any of the doubters.
I don't know who was doubting, or what they were doubting, or why they were doubting.
It's always one.
Well, nothing is certain until it isn't anymore. Another heart for Sighttown.
Nice. And another large secret up here, Death Mountain.
And there's the Triforce. Recorder power bracelets still have the potential to be required.
It's just how many rooms do you go back in?
You really don't want to do too many, because if you do, the orange wizards respawn.
But if you get all your Triforces, go through 9, don't find the silvers, and then are having to pick dungeons to come back to dig.
Well, now you're all uncommitted, because those wizards are going to respawn.
Yeah.
I think he's too many rooms already.
I think this is the right play to make. Haven't found level 8 yet, as Random does, but as you said,
there was a
use
lot of
multiple
spots
for that.
out there, so yes, there's plenty of potential for it to be blocked, either recorder or power bracelet. Quick Triforce.
Yeah, can't beat that one.
We're off to see the Wizrobes, the wonderful Wizrobes of Laws.
No, Random going back in here, level 8, holding 2 items.
Yeah, that's a look just to make sure you don't get trolled on, like, the silvers.
Could also help him confirm or deny. Yep, we have
That's
shapes. But maybe a smaller level 9 because of that.
Chat postulating about the recorder. That's probably, honestly, the single lowest priority other than the magic boomerang. Because you don't have a Goma block, not Goma block, a Dig Dogger block that you know of. So the only way that there could be one is somehow it's a Shutter Door in 9. Yeah, other than theoretically that could lead you to the White Sword, but that's really it. So I mean, even something like the Magic Key would have a bunch of benefit going into 9. Know where level 6 is? Yeah, level 6 is where Scytown is right now. There's the power bracelet. Yeah, that's actually even worse than the recorders, so forget what I said before. See, this is why you don't do math! I tried to list things in priority, which is math, and it betrayed me yet again. I should know better.
And
there's the Magic Key. Now that is a welcome sight.
But Scytown is, I think, just about full cleared this level 6.
And if you're random now, I just feel the automatic play is you're going back to 6, maybe you're digging for the item, but you're in a hurry to get that Triforce and get into 9.
Yeah, he is making a beeline. Nope.
Not so much a beeline, unless he mixed up his dungeons.
Mixed up his alphabet there. The 4. Because 4 was ladder blocked early. Okay.
Or is this one he didn't get, or is he looking for...
No,
this is where... Yeah, we do not have the item
Chevy room.
Okay. We do not have the item out of this level.
Nope. Blue Wizrobe's blocking it in this level 6, though. Nope, just blocking the transport. Where's this item?
Okay, I like the thinking from Alsoa that without the recorder, it's faster to do this now than later. The slight disagreement I would have is it's too close to start.
So Scytown has explored every room of this level 6 and is still looking for the item. Meanwhile, Random picking up that recorder. Extra 3 or 4 rooms into that 4. Let's see if that'll pay off for him.
Well, that's going to definitely put you in Triforce and Go mode as Scytown grabs it out of 6.
And the recorder is very useful just for its warping ability. If you
we don't have items for 6, 7, and 9 right now. So there's plenty of potential, but given that you got 2 chances for it to be in 9, and you got to explore 9 anyways to find Ganon and Zelda, it's just the automatic play. Like, even if there were 3 locations outside.
Oh, there's a book.
And now the odds just got better.
Yeah. And Random's gonna find that really quickly, especially armed with that inning key. There's no fears about using those keys.
It's very nice, especially for those of us who aren't great at remembering everything in perfect detail. You can pop a key door open and then have it be there on the mini-map. So that way you don't lose track of where your key doors were. Alright, so Random is just hunting this Triforce, which is not too far up this level 6. Should be finished with it pretty soon and on the way to level 9.
Scytown is doing a little cleanup here in the southwest.
Also saying one of the 9 items will be in 9. That is guaranteed, but I think both of them are. Scytown must be does not have 8. Scytown's not been to 8.
8 was on the western side of Death Mountain. On the eastern side of Western Death Mountain.
A couple rooms away from this Triforce is random. Picks up the key despite having all the keys, because you never have too many keys. Alright, Sci-Town goes a sailing. We never saw the eastern item either.
How not?
Raft location, not item. Oh, Goma. Goma, Goma, Goma. No one likes you.
That's why it's go.
And Sci-Town's got that Triforce out of 7. Still has to locate 8. I do believe this was the Triforce room where Random is now. That confirms it. Hooray, I remember things once in a while. What was your name again?
September 9th.
Oh, okay. What you been up to lately? Anything fun?
I have just been spending the last 40 minutes watching an exciting randomizer race here on Speed Gaming.
As Random goes up into the HUD, that's always fun.
Sorcery.
Now, as I said a while ago, they don't respawn when you leave enemies on the screen, so Random only had to deal with the 2 Lionels there.
But he is in level 9, looking for that door, listening for that roar. Don't imagine we have clean audio.
There we go!
He has
Come
the
on.
silvers. And it is Random Effects Race to Lose here on the restream. But at least, I think, 10 other runners elsewhere.
They exist in places. There's the compass! What is this seed?
It's looking like a sub-hour. Can we get the sub-50?
So all we need now is Ganon and the actual path to Zelda. But let me ask you this, August. When you see that compass location, are you thinking I'm walking to that, or are you thinking I'm staircasing to that?
First, I have to get my magnifying glass app to actually see that blinking light.
It's under the O. Directly under the O.
Yeah, I think you make your way there. Try to find the path. I hope the pig's on the way. That makes sense to me.
So you're thinking it's a walk.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's a staircase.
Well, here is a staircase.
And Sci-Town's about to get a really quick Triforce out of this 8 and going to be in great shape now if you
Ooh.
don't come back in for items. The only thing
Yeah.
you miss out on is the magic key.
Can he make that play?
Question in chat, is Ganon required?
Yep.
Yes. With Champion's Choice, I can't imagine anyone turning Ganon off.
Well, there's Zelda's not in her room.
How about this, chat? Make your case. What would you like to see this week's champion change in the flags? No rule says you can't lobby for something. It's still their choice, but maybe you can talk them into it. Mirror World? Swordless
Yeah.
Seed? That would
Mirror
tank
World's pretty
participation,
fun.
unfortunately. He set all monster HP to go +2. I think you can, actually. You usually see people random it, but I think you can just straight go up with it.
I know you can make everything 15 HP.
That's true. Now, Chad, I didn't say we could invent new randomizer options. I said lobby for what you want to change.
Well, there is
Or
also
for these
lobbying.
flags.
You can also lobby Fred 4 changes. That's just a little harder. It takes longer. Champion is only a champion for a week.
And Sighttown sees the power bracelet and says, no, thank you.
No, but he's got his white sword. The only thing Power Bracelet can block at this point would be the mags.
I didn't even see him get the white sword. Well, good for Sighttown.
I think it was right next door to level 8. Couldn't have missed it.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense because Random got it too, and I didn't notice. Shame on me. My powers of observation are slipping because I was looking at chat. Yes, I'm blaming chat.
They're just such beautiful people.
Alright, so Random's gotten in the vicinity of Link, in this case, because of the sprites.
And that is a loud squealing sound I'm hearing.
And very close to the kidnapped. It's usually a good idea to go that direction if you do get the compass. Going with the double tap method for the stun lock. Works out just fine. Down goes Ganon.
Yeah, we've got Bacon who's hungry.
Just a couple rooms away. And Shutter Door's gonna open. Patrick can't stop Random. Can't stop, won't stop. Link is rescued. GG's to Random Effect with a blazing time through this one of 46 minutes 2 seconds.
Now, finishing in first place. Meanwhile, Sighttown has made his way back in for grab that recorder. He's out of there.
Yeah, it's ended up doing largely the same stuff as Random, just a little bit further behind because of the wand pickup.
Yeah, that I think was the deciding factor.
We might possibly have a Random Effect.
Hello.
So at what point did you conclude that the Silvers absolutely definitely were in level 9, and when was it right after you saw the ladder?
Well, no. I mean, I only had 7 and 9. Those are the only 2 items. I didn't find the item in 7. So if I don't have to go back into 7, that's great. I did not want to do that. So I said 66% chance. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at this point it was the blue.
It was really weird too because I found level 1 and level 3 first, and it was vanilla items, and I was like, "What the heck is going on? Like, are the items shuffled? I'm pretty sure they are. Like, what's going on?"
We were wondering that, and really, it was you picking up the wand that settled that issue.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But it's like it wasn't really thinking about it in the moment. I was like, "Are the dungeon items shuffled? I know they are, but like, this is weird."
It's just going to happen that way sometimes because, hey, the vanilla order is one of the random possibilities.
It's true. It's just so unlikely. Even just to get 3 of them, I think, is pretty unlikely.
And then you walk into 9 and it just gives you the compass like that. After gives you the silvers, gives you the compass.
Yeah, that was great. And then it basically pointed me to the stairs. I mean, I could have taken a few other options. I was kind of just, going as far as I could. And then I was like, I'll just take these stairs. I got very lucky to take the right stairs, I'm sure. But the dungeon kind of pushed you to the right, to the right and up. Like there was no bombable walls from like to the left of start. And I didn't realize though that because it was shapes 7, 8, and 9, which I actually, when I first entered 9, I thought that we were on second quest by the location that we started, but then I found out in 8 we were in shapes. I didn't realize that the shapes, mixed shapes or whatever, can still start you at like a random spot. I guess I didn't realize that. That's why I was really confused. On my map started at the very, on like the second column from the right, and then realized that, I got a lot of room to the right of me here going on. I don't know what's going on.
That's one of the advantages to doing some simpler flags with less randomization, is it opens you up to some of the possibilities you didn't even realize were a thing.
Yeah, I've played mixed shapes before. It's been a while, so it's possibly that it's always been this way, or maybe it's something that changed a little bit in the coding or whatnot. But I guess I just always thought, since shuffle the dungeon start was not on, I thought that we would always start at like the first quest spot, but and then it would be shapes from there. But I guess I'm mistaken. So, but anyway, that was a very good seed for me. There's no complaints really. The only thing, I guess, I did a lot of the overworld, but I'm sure everybody else did a lot of the overworld too, and because the dungeons are pretty spread out. And yeah, I think my ordering was perfectly fine. I only had, a ladder block and 4 to get the item, which ended up being pretty quick to grab anyway. So I just wanted to do that first before I did. I could have done 6 before 4, but either way, I probably would have gone back into 4 to figure out the item. It makes me, go through those 6 and 9 a lot better, just knowing that I've kind of exhausted the easy options,
Now, by the way, obviously you don't have to decide this now, but I did ask chat to throw out their requests for what they would like to see as your champion's choice for next week. The first option to come out was Mirror Overworld. Someone else did say Swordless. Let's ignore that person. Someone wanted to see monster HP go up by 2, but apparently you either have to pick 15 or range. Someone else said extra bosses and random level 9 entry were the ones that I saw. So, there's your requests from chat to consider.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really thought about it because I wasn't expecting to get first. I played so poorly last week, and even with going really, really well, it just caved in at the last like 2 dungeons last week. I'll have to think about it, but I'm actually... The first thing I actually thought of when I was loading these up and writing everything down was to change the hints around from community to something else. But I'm not quite sure. If I had to choose between all of those choices that were just given to me, I think mirroring the overworld is kind of neat. It allows at least a player like me to access some areas via scrolling that you normally wouldn't be able to do without certain items, and just makes the routing of the overworld different, which is kind of neat to do. So if I had to pick any of the 5 or 6 that you listed, that's probably the one I would pick out of all of them. Well, to me, plus or minus 2 HP on enemies doesn't really do much for me.
No, chat wanted it just up to.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah. Can we do max HP? Can we do that?
That is an option, technically.
Maximum enemy health? No, I won't be that cruel. Actually, the other one I was maybe thinking about, because it actually, I think, advantages... It's interesting and it advantages me, too, is to remove open stairs. If that's an option to do that, then that, requests more combat of people, requires more combat of people usually, and I'm pretty good at the combat side, so helps me out.
Well, it's deeper conversation for Discord, but I think you're pretty well allowed to change whatever you wanted to change.
All right. Well, I'll think about it, but I guess I'm leaning towards changing the community hints to something. Maybe removing most open stairs, but if I want to shake it up a lot, I think the mirrored overworld would probably be one of the better ones. So we'll see.
So let's go ahead and give some credit where it's due. We had Chest Jerk finish in second with a 49.20. Chatty was just about a minute behind. Then we had Eat My Steel come in fourth place with a 53.23. And those are our 4 finishers thus far, with, of course, our champion this week being Random Effect.
Woo woo.
Any fun or shenanigans coming up for you this week?
Nah, just trying to wrap up, work stuff before going on break. Nothing too crazy this
All
week.
right.
It's just cold and rainy here, so I'm not really going out a lot. It's just every day it's raining and cold. I'm in Seattle, so it's always raining in the wintertime. Rains from October to May,
Day that ends in Y is what you're telling me.
Pretty much, yeah. Which I don't mind usually, except for it's been like kind of cold and windy too, which actually really, really sucks with the rain up here. Usually the rain's not like that bad. But
it's
been pretty bad.
Not too far away, but not quite the right one.
But yeah, nothing spicy. But I'll try to be here. Actually, next Sunday. Oh, what's funny is next Sunday I will not actually be here. So maybe I should relinquish this to CJ. Maybe I should relinquish the choice to CJ for coming in second.
Oh, the magic boomerang was in 9, so that means the red ring was 6.
And what was in... No, the red ring wasn't in 6. I got the item in 6.
Oh, then it was 7.
Red ring was 7.
I closed my notes. I tried to do
6 had the...
book.
Book, that's right, yeah.
We were having some issues with the tracker, but also did a good job with the middle.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm gonna message Chess Jerk, and he gets to pick. He wasn't the winner last week, was he? Who was the winner last week? Sci-Town. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll pass it over to Chess Jerk because I actually won't be attending next week, so it doesn't make sense for me to pick something.
Hope you have a good week, and hopefully in 2 weeks we see you back at it.
I should be around in 2 weeks. Yeah, just going away next weekend, so I won't be back. I won't be around on Sunday, but. Yeah, thanks for the restream and commentary as usual, and the race for speed gaming. Always like to do it. I'm glad I can come in for the last couple weeks on this. It's been nice.
Yeah, always nice to have you, dude.
Thank you.
Sci-Town, on the other hand, has not had a very nice time of this level 9.
Well, like I said early, when I see that compass location, it tells me staircase. And I don't think Sci-Town explored the early staircases.
Especially with a shape, it's always interesting to ponder whether having the map will help you or hurt you.
Well, in 9, I feel it's more about the compass. What the map will usually do for you is tell you it's a good idea to check a bomb wall here or there. Lots of whiz ropes.
And they weren't in too many dungeons.
We did have Bogey finish in 5th with a 55-35. Lots of 5s. This should be close enough. This should work.
Nope.
But he can go left here. Can you just gotta be able to bomb up. Come on, just bomb up. Come on, there we go. We're good. Yeah, of course you can bomb up.
Ganon.
That's how random got here. Stab number 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the stun lock. And down goes Ganon.
To the right. Nope.
That would have been back into the tea room anyways. Well, that would have worked, but didn't need it. Didn't need to fight Patra either, and Scytown's gonna wrap this one up, finishing in 7th place. We did have Captain Green sneak in there with a 58.45 and a 59.12 for Scytown.
GG's getting the sub 60.
Yeah, you mentioned a while ago that we'd see sub hour, and we end up with 7 runners getting the sub hour this week.
Yeah, very nice. I think definitely helped at least after a little bit know what the shapes were in 1 through 6. But I think getting that wand early is what really set some of the top finishers apart.
Yeah, that was probably a big factor, and finding level 8 was also probably a big factor for folks. Because if you were hunting for, like, the power bracelet, well, couldn't because that was an 8. But if you were maybe hunting in level 7 for the power bracelet or recorder, because you were thinking they might block level 8, that could have easily eaten up some time. Eat My Steel Bummer Runner says, did 4 dungeons before getting the wood sword. That would also probably go just a touch slower. But still, that was a 53. And Homer Chase Smash finished with just at the 1 hour mark. Scytown! The first week it was Triumph, this week it was Where's Level 8?
Yeah, I mean, I played like garbage, guys. Yeah, I had a bad death in 5. 7, I played poorly. 6, I hit every room. I played bad. I don't know how else to sum that sucker up, but I'm not real proud of that effort.
It wasn't terrible. You can always do worse.
Yeah, I mean, it can be worse. Not real happy with myself tonight, though, for sure.
Took you a bit to find the sword. You didn't get that wand as quickly as random affected. But you got some early Triforces stacked up pretty well, and then closed it out a little slow at the end.
Yeah, it was the whole game. I had some Triforces and stuff, but that was just one of those where it's just execution wasn't there like it normally is. So just write that one right off and go to the next one, I guess. And good job to Random and everybody else who finished ahead. They did a heck of a job.
I think anybody
before going to
does.
9, you went and digged dungeons. It ended up giving you the recorder, and I think you also located the power bracelet. Okay, we got a face cam now. What was the theory on that versus just going and gambling on silvers in 9?
Oh, it would have been a really poor gamble at that point. So I still had both items in 8, the item in 7, and the item in 4 left when I found 8. So I found both items in 8. I didn't pick up the power bracelet, I only picked up the any key. And then in 4, I did pick up the recorder because every now and again you might have a recorder blocked item in 9. So I just picked it up just because. And then I went into 9 with a 2/3 chance at silvers. We're in 9 and it was 2 rooms in. So, yeah, at that point, I didn't want to go into 9 with like less than a 50% chance. And at the time I dug 8 out, I didn't have the recorder. So, it would have been a bad thing if it ended up I had to go back to 8 all the way up in Death Mountain or something, looking for silvers, and if I didn't have the recorder yet. So that was just one of those. I just tried to play it by the math there, but with how poorly I played, I probably should have gambled. That would have been a smarter play, I think. I mean, obviously you can go 2020 and know it was smarter to gamble, but it wasn't the right play in my head math wise. With how poorly I played, though, I agree. I should have went to 9.
Well, that would have gone perfectly with Trenton's theme for this feed. Never do math on stream.
No, it's don't do math while live on Twitch. It will always betray you.
Yeah, I try not to if I'm announcing it for sure. But I had my little tally down on my paper in front of me, and I saw all the openings still left. I didn't feel comfortable doing the shoot into 9.
So before I ask any final thoughts, I will throw out that Sish Crusher did finish in 9th with a 103.
Well, I will just say, if you ever want to know what not to do, I'm your guy. Don't do that. Last week I won, but I actually had to get every item. So I guess if it's a game of get every item, I can hustle a little bit. But no, this is just brutal. So thank you guys for sticking with it and actually watching my turd of a job here. But I think I'm going to step out and appreciate everybody who volunteered the time to watch me blunder.
And no problem. It would have taken me at least twice as long to do this seed.
That's nice of you.
I don't know that I would have even finished.
Well, either way, appreciate y'all taking time out of your days to actually do some announcing for everybody and have a little bit of fun. You all take care.
Thank you, Sidetown.
Thank you, Sidetown, and thank you everybody who ran, because these things are more fun. People are involved, so if you want to get involved, be sure to check out the Z1R Discord. There are several runners still going in this one, so if you would like to see more, look under the stream where it says Speed Gaming 2 Z1R Randomizer Race. You can see the Legend of Zelda. You could pop that open in a new tab and see everybody who's playing, including I see Fred is actually doing this, but he started 35 minutes late on it. So he's not part of the official race, but he is running the same race. So whoever you may check out, be sure not to include any spoilers in their chat. Can't have that. But there is still plenty going on that you can enjoy if you would like.
And especially if Fred hasn't found levels 3 or level 1 yet.
Just as long as you don't tell him where it is. Also, thank you so much for tracking this evening. It existed. The buttons were there, they just didn't always want to do what they were supposed to do. He tried. Was not so his fault. And thank you everybody who joined us. Hope you have a wonderful night.
And thanks, of course, to our man Trenton.